Hi, I'm Rachel Belgiorno with Reinhardt Realtors. Today I'm talking to you about the buying process. So for new buyers, it can be a very mysterious type of situation. And even for experienced buyers who may have been out of the market for a while, it can seem all very unknowing and actually can be overwhelming. So I'm just going to shed a little light on that today. First and foremost, you really want to have a pre-approval letter before you start seriously searching for homes. And there's multiple reasons for this, but two of the biggest reasons, when you make an offer on a home, the seller needs to know that the buyer is able to perform. And in today's climate, with the inventory being as low as it is, sellers need to have that in order to know whether they even want to negotiate and or accept an offer. Secondly, is to know really what price range you'd like to be in. A lot of times you think you have that price range down. You're using the mortgage calculators online, which is a great tool. Don't get that wrong. And they're wonderful to give you an idea. But truly, depending on the type of loan you have, how many years you have it for, your down payment, there's so many factors that play into what your mortgage payment will really be. And until you have that information from your lender, you really won't know what price range you want to be in. So moving forward, you find a home, you love it, you decide to make an offer. The seller really has four options at that point. When you present your offer, usually your listing or your agent rather will help guide you on what that number should be, what's appropriate for the home. Once you submit your offer, the seller has four options. They can either do nothing, they can accept, they can counter, or they can reject. That time frame that you put on that offer in terms of how long you would like to give them to respond is really only obligating you. However, once the seller decides whether they want to negotiate with you and or accept your offer, hopefully they do, then you have a contract that you are now obligated to perform in, and they are obligated to sell you their home should the two contingencies that I'm about to talk about go through to a positive outcome. First contingency is an inspection contingency. We always recommend that a buyer has an inspection. It is entirely up to you, but we truly do recommend that you do for your best interest. Typically, you have 10 business days in this area to perform that inspection. It can be a little less or a little longer if you choose, as long as the seller is willing to accommodate. Once you decide that everything is as it needs to be, whether you've negotiated to have repairs done and or what have you, but as long as you're happy with the end results of whatever you've talked about, the inspection contingency then gets lifted and you are willing to move forward with the house. After that, the appraisal gets done. When the appraisal is done, it needs to appraise at value or above if you are using a lender. If it doesn't appraise at value, you have two options. The seller can either reduce the price or you can bring some more money to the table in order for you to obtain the home, and then the loan officer will guide and tell you that that's fine because it's met the appraisal obligations, things like that. After the appraisal is done, it goes to underwriting. And then you're really just making sure that you don't compromise your credit in any way. The underwriters get all of the information and the documents that they need, and the title company moves forward with getting a clean chain of title, and then you can set closing. Of course, after closing, then you're on to the big congratulatory celebration of owning your new home. If you have any questions, or if you are in the market to start searching for a home, please don't hesitate to contact me or any one of the agents here at Reinhardt. We are more than happy to help you. Thanks for watching.